Listen, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager save. This is episode number 59. And still returning with two massive games in the Premier League, both against London sides. Chelsea away at the Bridge and at home to Spurs as well. Before we get to the games though, shall we once again off camera. And of course, in the last episode, you saw our embarrassing 3-0 loss away at Ellen Road, but then a big 5-1 victory at home to PSV in the opening game of the Europa League phase with our new tactic. 4 games off camera in 3 different competitions and 3 wins and a draw. So starting off with our winless run in the Premier League now being extended to 4 games, 2-2 away at Molineux against Wolves. This is one of those games where I was like, yeah, we've got no chance of making the top 4. We had 2 leads in the game. For the most part, we dominated and we only managed a point. We surrendered a lead on 2 separate occasions. Kowal with the opener, Cunha found a leveller, turning in a rebound. Sucic scored a lovely solo goal, making it 2-1. And then in the 90th minute, Sonny Perkins pops up with a leveller as Wolves claim a point. I was fuming after that game, but we did bounce back to be fair with 3 separate wins. First 1-0 victory against Burnley away at Turf Moor in the Carabao Cup. It was through to the 4th round where we'll take on Crystal Palace at home. Following that, 4-1 victory at home to Norwich in the Premier League. So finally, after none in 4, back to winning ways in the Premier League. Goran Kowal scoring a hat-trick in 31 minutes in this game. One of those games where he's just unplayable. Goran Kowal's problem is consistency, really, but he has games like this where he's literally just unstoppable. Hat-trick in 31 minutes, and Quezada also scored his first league goal from the spot right before the break, whilst Joel Perot ruined our clean sheet. We still held on for the win, and our final game was a 4-0 victory against the Hungarian side, Ferencváros, in the second game of the Europa League phase. Won't show you the goals here, but brushed them aside quite comfortably. So, right now, as you can see, 2 wins from 2 in the Europa League phase. We are top of the table with 6 points on the board. We want to make sure we don't go and start playing around. We want to make sure we guarantee to buy into the last 16. So far, so good. In the Premier League right now, as you'll see, it's not been a great start, I'll be honest. 4 wins in 8 games, 14 goals in 8. Look, there are positives. And the positives right now are that at home we're still unbeaten in our first 4 games. But to have only picked up 1 win away in our first 4 games, and again, 4 wins in 8, it's not good enough for the top 4. So I know I keep repeating this, but to me, this is fine. This is to me bare minimum from now. But I just can't see us ever getting into the top 4. I just don't think we're ever going to be good enough to do that. Premier League is just so strong. It's ridiculous, man. We just can't. We're getting better year after year, but I just can't see it. I wish I could. I wish I could see it, but I can't. I really can't. Right now, Ninja Port, Enrique Araujo went down in our last game, and he's done for 3 weeks. Had quite a few injuries to start the season off, to be fair, with his Bournemouth team this season. Traore coming back, Chump's coming back, Stoic has just been coming back as well. But in the run of camera, I played the tiki-taka system we had against PSV, against Wolves. We drew, but I changed back to the Gegenpress for the last 3 games. We won them all, so I'll stick with it today, and we'll see how we get on with the first game at Stamford Bridge. So, this is our team. George Jingal, back for his small cone, Mia Drag, Mascara and Aaron's, midfield trios, McTominay, Urosevich and Scott. Quezada's on the left-hand side, despite being a left-footed player. Oh, determination's gone up by a rating. I mean, it's just... He's only just turned 19 a week ago. It's the one thing that I'm just I'm pinning all my hopes on this guy. I really am. For all the quality youngsters we've got, Small Cone, Radilevich, Mia Drag, so on and so forth, this is the one I'm pinning my hopes on, man. This is the one. He's on the left-hand side today. Sucic is on the right, and Goran Kowal, our top scorer, is up top. On the bench, you've got Ward, Garza, Gomez, Mitchell, Forsby, Radilovic, Batarina, Soria, and Delap as well. First to 2, Chelsea away in West London. Our away form's shocking. I can't see us getting anything from this game. I'm already thinking about the Europa League matches. But come on, you Cherries. The thing is, I said before, we've seen in this save so far, there has been a few seasons where great save by Mamardashvili, one team or 2 teams out of the traditional Big 6 have struggled, and dropped out of those top 6 places. We last year were in the top 6, and so were West Ham as well. So, it's possible, but I just feel as though top 4 is different, do you know what I mean? Because that Manchester City, despite stumbling out the blocks, they're probably always going to be guaranteed to be a top 4 team. Liverpool are so good in this save. The Red Devils are so good in this save. Really, sneaking into 4th, we would need at least two of the Big 6 to have off years. Right now, the positive to this year is that Arsenal have really stumbled out the blocks. Good. Good, because they turned me down. But even so, it's so unlikely for that to happen, consistently. That's the thing. I just can't see that happening. Mason Mount, dispossessed by Garang, well done. And back to Smallcombe. There's half an hour in, we're still dealt up to 0-0, looking for our first chance of the game thus far. And Mascara, dilly-dallies, recovers really well though, to be fair, as Georgie then just hoofs it long and says that's what you got to do in those sort of situations, Christian. Still, that Chelsea goal is coming. That Chelsea goal is coming. Miodrag cuts it out, and Urusei just passes poor as well. I might take out the play out of defence instruction, because just even if we just give the ball back to Chelsea, we're just constantly, whenever a big six team put us under a press, we literally can't cope with it. We just lose all composure. Enzo Fernandez, Mason Mount, what a ball. Sterling, oh, what a save. Georgie on the one-on-one, flag stayed down. What a save by Georgie. This is why I persist with the guy, man. I know he lets me down every now and then, but he's so big. Oftentimes in big games as well. Massive save on the one-on-one. Will survive heading to the break goalless. Okay, so far so good. What you might notice is that in the tactics have changed slightly. To say to the boys, you've been unlucky so far, but you'll see a change of tactics slightly, and we're slightly down in our low block, and the trigger press is just a more often as opposed to much more often. So I do that because in these big games we expect to be sliced open. I might drop our defensive line to standard as well to prevent those balls in behind the back four. But so far so good. I will take this clean sheet and a point away at the bridge. Throw, cherries, as we look for our first chance of the game. Sucic has gone down. And the referee's given a penalty, but I assume they're looking at VAR. Is that going to stand? Sucic storming into the area, taken out, and a penalty is given. And it's going to be Raul Quezada, who scored his first league goal from the spot against Norwich. Now he faces Salina. Oh, and he's put it wide. Wow! The 19-year-old has put the penalty wide, gives the keeper the eyes and deceives himself. Puts it wide. And Chelsea escape. That's the only chance we'll get. We trusted the kid and he couldn't hold his nerve. I backed the big bollocks to go up there and take it at the bridge, but that's the moment there where I regret not choosing my penalty takers, because Garang should have taken that. Oh, just over from Rodrigo. Keep your head up, Raul. Show Bottle to take it at 19 years old, but that's a big character building moment there for the Chilean. That's a big character building moment there. Those are the moments, man. Those are the moments that can make or break you. They really can. How do you bounce back from that as a just turned 19-year-old? 64 minutes in, Chelsea looking for the lead. Heung-min Son through the gap to Lukaku, surely offside. Surely offside. Unless Mascara didn't step up on time, surely offside. Disallow that one VAR. Mascara surely stepped up on time. Yeah, there we go. I often say it, if I can see it, then just take my word for it. Mascara definitely stepped up on time. I would have been shocked had that stood. 23 minutes to go. I would have taken the point and I would have taken the clean sheet, but what an opportunity. Shit, Alexis Sanchez. You're just a shit, Alexis Sanchez. Shit, Alexis Sanchez. You're just a shit, Alexis Sanchez. Quezada walks off. Chelsea fans giving him a bit of stick here, as we're still tied at 0-0. Lukaku sweat to the cross. Sadio Mane denied. What a save by Georgie for the second time tonight. We're hanging on to that point. Son, corner, whipped in and headed up in the air. It will drop to Edison. Sucic just hoofs it along. He knows the score. It's 0-0. We've got to hold on to this here. As Smallcombe finds Batterina, who steps inside, crosses, Kowal, Scott on the edge. Was Batterina offside though when the ball was played in? That's the question. I thought Batterina was offside initially. I thought he was offside when the ball was played in. Alright, stood! Alex Scott! Hadn't scored a goal in the league since season 2. He's now got 2 in 9 games. I thought Batterina was offside. Flag stayed down. It counts, and Alex Scott has put us in front of the bridge. Right, come on, come on, come on, come on. See this out, lad. See this out. I'm gonna time waste from here. I'm gonna time waste. I know it can backfire quite a lot on time wasting. Play at a lower tempo. Don't play out of defence. Just hoof it if you need to, boys. Don't work the ball into the box. Just launch it long or shoot from distance if you want. Let's take off Kowal for the lap, who's a really good presser. And I'll have one more stoppage after this, so I'll burn the clock with a final free at that moment there. Stoppage time. Here we go. Can we hold on? Oh, it's a free kick on the edge. Batarina. Batman. Taking an age because I asked him to time waste. He's doing his laces up. Boos from the Stamford Bridge faithful. Taking about 40 seconds. And oh, what a save. Deep in the stoppage time. We've had the 4 minutes as I've brought on Forsby and Radulovic to burn the clock. Ref, where is that final whistle? 3 players have stayed back on the halfway line. I would have preferred them all to stay back, really, and Battery just hoof it against a corner flag. But it's not even going to get a highlight. Bournemouth have gone to the bridge and won. What a result. And there's no one more elite than Raul Quezada. Batman to the rescue off the bench. I thought he was offside initially. I thought he was offside as I'm scouting his Newcastle players. They're bottom of the table right now. But I thought he was offside. I can't believe that. Laid it off to Alex Scott. And what a finish as well. Georgie, couple of bigs. He's such a big game goalkeeper, man. And I know you see him just do stupid things every now and then. But the amount of points this guy has won me. 3 clean sheets in 9 start of the season off, averaging 1 in 3. The big games. He says doesn't enjoy big games. He often comes good in the big games. He often does for me. Consistently, he's been solid throughout the save. I think he'll stay. I think he'll stay forever. Honestly, just can't believe that Raul Quezada put that penalty wide. I was thinking it might be saved, but to miss the target. 19 years old, just turned 19. Oh, what a character building moment that is, man. Seriously, he's gone away on the international duty to Chile to think about it. But the abuse he got from the Chelsea fans walking off, man. That's character building, character development. Right, let's go. Second and final game as we jump into the top 4 for the first time this season. Spurs at home. And you know what? If we can win this game, then we would cut the gap on Manchester United to 4 at the top of the table, but possibly even go second. Tell you what, it's a long way to go, but if we can win this, do you know what? Maybe I'll start to believe top 4 is a slim possibility. That's all I'll say. So I'm going to keep the same team and same tactics as well, which means that Raul is going to stay out there despite the penalty miss. Georgie and Guard back 4, Smallco, Mia, Drown, Mascara and Aaron's. McTominay, Urisevic, Scott midfield trio. Quezada on the left, Tuchel on the right and Kowal up top again. On the bench you've got Ward, Garza, Gomez, Mitchell, Forsby, the Chump, Battery, Suri and Delap as Radulovic went down off camera. Right then, second and final game, Spurs at home. Got a much more better chance of winning this one. We're going to the bridge, why can't we win here? Let's stay in the top 4, come on you cherries. Pioli was given a job last season that I wanted at Spurs and you got him in the top 4. Conte has struggled out of the blocks of Arsenal this year and I wanted the Arsenal job as that cross almost caught Georgie out there after the deflection. But, you know, if we can win this again, you look at where we'd be. 20 points on the board. Listen, long way to go, but that's encouraging. That's very encouraging. Still, big arse though. Big ask here. Spurs, tough team to play against always. And you know our home form is better. This is going to be a very difficult one. Pedro Porro down the right, whipping one in. Harry Kane is still as good as ever. I think that's going to stand there. I think he was onside. I'll be very surprised if that one gets disallowed. And nope, there it is. Great cross by Pedro Porro. Even better finish by Harry Kane. How old is he now? 36? Is he 36 in the save right now? 35 years old. But still just unbelievable. And Spurs have an early lead here at the Eddie Howe Stadium. So we can go away to the bridge and get a shock win against Chelsea. Take on Spurs at home. And we almost went 2-0 down early. And we should have done there. But great save by Georgie, keeping it at just 1. Poor start here. We're just too inconsistent. Like this is our big problem. We're just far too inconsistent. Like we'll get a big win here or there. We'll get a credible clean sheet against a big team here or there. And then we'll just go into a game like this and just absolutely collapse. You know, we're 3-0 down and lost 3-0 in a road. And here, 2-0 down, 31 minutes in, unless that gets disallowed for a side, which I don't think it will. This is our big problem, you know. We'll pick up an amazing result here or there. And then we'll just have a big game and we'll just completely collapse and crumble. Or have a massive slip-up against a team that we should be beating. Don't need a second replay, FM. It's all about consistency. We just don't have it. So we're now going to drop outside the top 4 and go 6th. Aston Villa, West Ham and Southampton are all overperforming to start the season off. So, at some point, Chelsea and Arsenal are going to get a move on. Especially Arsenal right now, down the bottom half of the table. So this is the big problem for me. Like, when a team is in really good form, we've got to compete with them as well. Like, last year, we were competing with West Ham as well, as Kawhi is denied by Trubin and Spurs dicing with danger to get away with it. Last year we had to compete with West Ham. We're going to have to compete with them again this year because they're in another good season. Aston Villa are now up there. Southampton have got off to a decent start as well. So it's not just a big 6 now. It's other teams to worry about too. Listen, we don't need to be in the Champions League next year. Yes, of course, I'd absolutely love that. But to me, it's just staying in the Europa League. That's it now. That's it. We are a Europa League team. And we have to make sure we stay there. Fucking hell, Gareth. That's like the 4th red card since you've been here. What is wrong? Why do you keep doing this? I can't work this out. Why do some players just go nuts at times? He's not going to dive in a tackle trait. His aggression is, 12. That's not bad. Why does he just every now and then just fly into a tackle for no reason? Oh, for God's sake, literally that hope I had is just gone, just like that. Get an amazing victory against Chelsea. Oh, come on, lads, let's go build on this, shall we? And this is what we do when we come back home. Honestly, it's really pisses me. It's just inconsistent. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it, seriously. Dear, oh dear, still 40 minutes to go. We're down by 2. We have had a good chance, to be fair. If we do get a goal, you just never know. Here's Sucic. Back to Mascara. But again, the big question marks are now, can we keep Spurs at bay and keep them at just 2 goals? Now they've got an extra man on the pitch. And we've got a high energy midfield, but our wingers are pushed up as well. This is a big moment in the game for us here. Spurs get a 3rd goal this game. We somehow get a goal back. You just never know. Urasevic, Scott, Quezada, and Rao. Dispossessed, but Mitchell takes over. And Urasevic finds him. And Raul Quezada has scored his first in the league from open play. Trubin should have saved it, but I said character building at the bridge. The kid is leading our comeback in the following game. Urasevic to Raul, a 20-year-old to a 19-year-old, and the youthful Cherries link up to give us a glimmer of hope. Shocking goalkeeping, but we'll take it. Right then. How do we build on this? Down a man. Oh, fuck's sake, I'm praising you. Down by a man. 31 minutes on the clock. But with Spurs' elite attack, you still expect them to get another goal at some point. Oh, and it was almost right there. We've got a glimmer of hope now. Come on, Bournemouth. Free kick, Spurs. They're going for that dagger. They're going for that second as that header clips the top of the bar. I think Georgie had it covered. 22 minutes to go. We're keeping ourselves in the game for now. And that's the key. A lucky goal like we had for our first one. Maybe a set piece like right now. This is what we're playing for now. But we've got to take a chance. If we get a chance, we've got to take a chance. Sucic can't lose that foot race. Well done, mate. Beats Kulusevski and Mitchell gets it back. Tyrick. Back to Miodrag. And now Urasevic. To Scott. And now Miodrag and Bournemouth knocking the ball around despite being a man down. Playing with confidence here. Feeling they can battle back from 2 goals down. Here's Lukasic, just 1-1! Was he offside? He looked a yard off, to be fair. It was a great ball, but he looked offside. I think that's getting disallowed. It stands! Right, now what do we do? Because we scored 2 goals, a man down. We're better without Gareth. So do we keep doing what we're doing, knowing that we've got very little support in midfield with a box-to-box and an advanced playmaker? Or do we change it? Do we go defensive? Kane. Oh. I have absolutely no idea how that just stayed out. No. For fuck's sake. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. That's the amount of time I'm allowed to hope. That's the amount of time I'm allowed to feel positive. 5 minutes out of 90. For fuck's sake. Well, I think we've got to give ourselves a bit of credit from 2-0 down to make it 2-2. A man down as well, but unfortunately, we are going to come up short. Mitchell lose out on that aerial duel to Odogi, and this is our last throw of the dice. We don't even get a highlight for it, so I don't know what the point was that. That's just mocking me from FM there, giving me a highlight that comes to nothing in stoppage time. You know what I've got to say? Unlucky. Like, really, seriously, to have been 2-0 down to battle back like that to 2-2, with a man down, fair play. It is a loss. It is a disappointing defeat. But to be fair, that's very unlucky, that. Unfortunately, whilst there are positives, there's no points. And Gareth Smallcombe, will you stop being such a twat? Why did you keep diving in like that? There's no reason for it. But that'll do it. That'll end today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Much love to you all. Bournemouth's familiar problems continue. We have got literally no consistency whatsoever. And we shall leave it there. But you know what? We're only 1 point outside the top 4 right now with 17 points on the board. It's not been an amazing start, but it certainly hasn't been disastrous. Have a great day. Much love. I'll return with... Oh, it's a cracking double-header there, isn't it? Atletico and Man City, both away. Maybe even a treble. Liverpool as well. Should we do a treble? We ain't done a treble in a while, have we? Let's do a treble. We ain't done a treble in a while. Let's do a treble. Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, Manchester City. They're the real big boys. Let's see if we can compete with those guys. Have a great day. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.